Hello, YouTube.
Yay.
Hello, my friend. Yes, very excited to have everybody here. Very excited for those who are going to stop by. My name is Janessa, and I'm North Dakota's trash queen of glam, geek, and gore. And I have a very special guest with me tonight. If you want to go ahead and introduce yourself,
Me?
you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome, and thank you for popping in. Replay crew, y'all know y'all are amazing. My name is Dion, and I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube, the crazy. Knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. Be yourself is very freeing. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique. Use whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. At the Crazy Troll Nation and here with Hooger Clown, my friend Janessa Jaye
Yep.
Champagne, we believe in self acceptance and self love. Embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. Thank you, Janessa, for having me here. I am so honored. Hi, Janet. Hi, China.
Hi, Janet. Hi, China. Yes, hello, welcome. So, as Dion says, don't feel pressured to use any specific brand, but tonight we are showing love to a brand. We are going to be playing with Hung Vanngo Beauty. We have been loving this. We did a swatch party over on Dion's channel last night. We did looks over on Dion's channel. We did green looks. We both played with the green palette and paired it with different things. And tonight, I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what you're doing yet. I am doing the orange palette again. I'm going to be pairing that with the red palette that I used last night. And we're going to be using this gorgeous, gorgeous blush Legacy, which is kind of this hot orange red. And then, of course, we have to do the signature lip. We have to do Van Gogh Red, which is this beautiful blood orange, deep, deep orange red. Love it, love it, love it. What have you decided to do? Are you using that as well?
Yes, because you are. Yes,
Yay.
I'm going to use Mango Red. The two I have four of his palettes. The two I did not use yet are Brilliant Blue
I have my eye on that one.
and Composed Cool. And what
Ooh.
I've been doing with this palette, I've been using like this four on one eye and this four on the other eye. And I'm going to do that again tonight. And I have a confession. I'm still trying to decide how I feel about the green because the one dark side, it did just kind of all look like the same kind of shades. I'm still analyzing how I feel about that. And so I am going to do the same with this, and we're going to see if these do offer some variation. Because the green, just using those four, it there was not a lot of differentiation, which surprised me. So yeah, so we're going to have one light eye and one dark eye. And then another day I'll use this one.
Yes, absolutely.
So
Yes, China, red and orange are about as neutral as I get. So I am looking at the Wonderful Warms. That one looks actually kind of pretty. But we
yeah.
have orange with the red. And Alexandria, thanks for stopping by, even if you can't interact very much. We're very glad to have you here. And I feel like there's somebody else that's
Dawn.
got
Hi,
stuff.
Dawn. Hi, Alexandra.
Yes. Hello. Yes. So we are going to be playing in color again tonight.
Yeah.
We're very excited about this.
Yeah.
And also, at some point, we haven't scheduled it yet, but if you are sick of just my face and just Dion's face, guess what? We're doing a three-way collab where you're also going to get Grace's face. Gel Beauty 87 is going to be joining us. We haven't scheduled it, but it's going to be coming where all three of us are going to do a pre-filmed look using Hung Vanngo Beauty. So we are loving it. Yes. So hello, everybody. Thanks for stopping in. I'm glad you're spending your Friday night with us. I am trying to decide what to do. I'm trying to decide where to start. I think I have to start with the oranges.
Yeah.
I think I'll use the lighter shades in the oranges because this shimmer is calling my name. I have to use that one for sure.
Our swatch party, Janessa, this is the one that I had used, the Wonderful Warms.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
is very neutral. It is very basic, but it is also very easy, very simple, and very pretty.
Yeah, the shimmers in that one are just calling to me for some reason. I mean, the mattes are neutral mattes, but um,
Wow!
I love it. Let me find a brush here in all this madness. So I think I'm gonna start with this kind of peachy shade. Oh, I should tell everybody what's on my face. So,
Oh,
it'd be familiar if you were here yesterday on Dion's channel. Very similar kind of routine. I did use the Polite Society foundation again. I've been playing with this one. I had this before and I remembered kind of liking it, but I bought a terrible shade for me. That's shopping online for foundation. I will mess it up no matter what I do. So I bought a better one when it was on the 21 Days of Beauty. So I got it for
mm.
half off and I mixed it with the Face Bond Luminizer from Urban Decay. And this time I used a slightly darker, a little bit more peachy kind of shade because I thought that would go with the orange and the red. This is PCH. And then we've got a little oldie but a goodie. We've got some Tarte Shape Tape under the eyes and down the center of the face. And my Makeup Revolution cream bronzer for the contour and the Urban Decay eye primer potion. Now look at how this is getting used to the pan. So this is what happens when it's at the end. It starts to crack up, and then eventually I have to kind of take a spatula and mush it into the middle of the palette and kind of spread it out again, and then I can keep using it. But very excited that we are deep in pan for that one.
That is awesome. I never intend to pan, but when I do, or when I'm finishing a product like this is almost gone. I just feel just like, oh my gosh, just like an accomplishment, which it shouldn't be, because some stuff I will never pan an eyeshadow. Like I already know that. Um, but I still just feel like, wow, like I've really been using this.
Hello. Oh, I just realized that my chat hadn't been scrolling. So let me see if I missed anybody. Mama Champagne stopped in. Hello, Mama Champagne.
Mhm.
Um,
Do you see that little square that looks like a comment thing with a little gear in it at the bottom on your left?
I don't. Oh, a little comment with a gear. Yep.
Yeah, so when I feel like or I think the chat has stopped, I'll push it, and then you can choose between top chat or all messages or something, and then usually that'll like if it's stalled, that'll bring it back for me.
Yeah. Can we have a moment for a rant where we just talk about the fact that I hate settings like that so much because Facebook
Yeah,
does that all the time, where it automatically sets your comment section to most relevant. And I'm like, listen, Zuckerfuck, I don't know how you think that you are deciding who is most relevant to me and my interests. I want to see all the comments. Why are you
yeah,
defaulting to something where you're not showing me all the comments? It makes me
right.
livid.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. I
Oh.
just realized I didn't brush my hair today. Does it make a difference? Really? Maybe in a week it'll make a difference when it grows a little bit more. But
And then that weird
that
grow
is
up phase,
ridiculous.
I've got
Like,
the
how
tape.
do they? That is ridiculous. Like, how do they? Like, how do they? How do they determine like what we want to see as far as comments?
Yeah, I don't well, and it's probably AI determined. And can I tell you my latest gripe about AI is that I was filming an unboxing video last night, and it was unboxing for this new horror box that I found that is I don't the closest I could find, I tried to Google a pronunciation, and the closest I found was guessing maybe Steri. Hello, Anthony. We are sickening. Just wait till the looks are done. We are gonna love it.
I
That's
hope you feel better, Anthony. You might need to take something for that. Let me stop acting like this is my channel, Janessa. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot where I was.
that's all right. I'm apparently I'm attracting some Thursday as well. But
Ah, mine
um,
was buffering.
oh yeah, hopefully it's cleared up. Mama Champagne, have you had any luck getting reconnected? Um, but yeah, so I was trying to Google a pronunciation for this horror box, and it's spelled Sterye. And this is what the AI assistant told me. It's like, oh, it looks like you're trying to spell the word story. And I was like, if I can't spell the word story and the closest I can get is Sterye, take me out. I have nothing to offer. I have nothing left. Just
Yeah.
gone because if I can't spell story and that's the closest I can get, we're done here. I'm taking up resources and space that I don't need to take up. So that's
Yeah.
what AI is doing now.
YouTube
Um,
is rolling out a lot of AI stuff too, and I don't like it. I mean, I'm old school, put your hands on stuff and do stuff. But they're making it easier for like faceless channels and everything is just AI stuff and the whole video will be AI. I mean, I don't like where's the creativity? I understand AI is tech stuff and is innovative, but if you're going to use that for like your main thing, where's the
yeah.
creativity in that? And I don't like it. I don't like it because I feel like it diminishes like what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. And I saw something that was really interesting. I forget if it was like a TED Talk or something, but they were talking about the fact that one of the limitations is that AI really all it can do is it can put the innovation is it can take things that exist and put them together. So they were talking about
Yeah,
the Star Wars video where somebody had put together this video and they're like, what if we had a Star Wars nature National Geographic type video and it showed all these like space creatures, but they were all clearly just two animals that already existed mashed up. And so it's like it
yeah.
can't create anything new. All it can do is take the stuff that it already has and mash it up in different ways, but it can't truly create something brand new.
But check this out. I did put Nick Nimmons' video on my community tab when he was talking about like 40 or 30 things that YouTube is slowly going to roll out. And one of them is, and he
Mhm.
demonstrated, he said, like, if I wanted there to be an apple right here, I can type that in, it'll be an apple right here. And you know what? An apple showed up and it looked like it was a real apple. And I was just like, so you can just insert stuff. And he showed how he can say, remove the background. Well, he type it in, remove the background, and be very detailed with what you want. And it'll change the whole background. Okay, I want to be out, in the park, do like a park setting, it would do that. Okay, take that off and put me in the studio with a red shirt. It would look like he was in the studio with a red shirt on. Like I was just like, oh my God. But I still feel like, and I say this 'cause I suck at thumbnails, but I'm content with how I do my thumbnails. But it's just like if you're just putting a whole bunch of stuff and then uploading videos, there's a thing that says something something is there like AI generated content
The
or something.
altered
So I'm wondering
content,
like what will that mean for that? If you're
yeah, the
using
altered
AI for
content,
stuff, are you now gonna have to check that box? But maybe they'll change that too. I don't know.
yeah, the altered content is so weird. So if you're like trying to make it look like somebody did something and they didn't do it, you have to mark that. And yeah, it's one of those things where I'm so tired at work. All I hear about is AI. It's just like constant barrage of talking about AI. But I recognize that it's inevitable. It's coming, and so like finding ways
Mhm.
to do it that aren't terrible, that don't destroy the planet, that like
Yeah,
aren't like Armageddon in a computer.
yeah.
These mats blend together so beautifully. They're so
Mhm,
they just like immediately create this beautiful, beautiful blend.
mhm.
So
Dawn
good.
said, "How many people get totally duped by someone who isn't real?"
Yeah.
Ugh, I can't stand it.
Well, and there was some, I forget if Jen Love talked about it in one of her What's Up in Makeup episodes, but there was a brand that tried to launch an AI influencer. And at first they were kind of trying to
Yes,
be edgy and not admit. And then they had to be
yes.
like, no, I'm totally AI. I'm not real. And I was like, oh, not a good look.
Yeah, people were upset about that on Instagram. They're like, "So you're hiring this creator who does AI content to work for you to do your stuff." They were like, "So who gets paid if it's AI generated? Like, what worker is getting paid?"
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
was just really crazy because they offered her, like, a lot of money for a contract to do their stuff, and I'm just like, "Oh, so just, like, pass over people who actually do the work." Even though working with AI does take some skill and talent, but I'm still just like, your content is not you can't touch it, you can't feel it.
Yeah.
It's only real in the sense that you can see it, but it's
Yeah.
not a physical thing.
Dawn, I have not seen those natural disaster videos, but you know what I see on Instagram all the time? Those absolutely idiotic
Mm-mm.
videos of like anthropomorphic cats who are always like one of the cats is sleeping with somebody else, and then sometimes they murder their like spouse cat, but sometimes they murder the lover and then make clothes out of them. Like they're so bizarre, and they either have like that Billie Eilish Barbie song, but in meows, where it's like meow, 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 or it's like Indian music in the background. I think a lot of them are made in India. They are bizarre, and my algorithm is taken over with them. Oh, it is so insane. I just send them to Angie, and she's like, "Why do you keep sending me these cats?" And I'm like, "Because if I have to see them, you have to see them."
Mhm. And it
Oh,
verified that you're not crazy. Like, am I seeing this or am I being delusional right now? Like, no, I'm really seeing this. Yeah.
so bizarre. I'm going to pop over to the red one, and I'm going to deepen my outer corner with this shade. Yeah. Oh, the cat things are so wild. Yeah, the world is too much, Dawn. I I agree. How is everybody hanging in? How is everybody doing? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, now that I've said it, everybody, I'll get cat video. Sorry about it. How is everybody doing just in the world that's on fire? Like in this. How's everybody
What
doing?
what I am loving over on Instagram, Janessa, are those Barbie little outtakes or whatever they want to call them. Those little Barbie
Yeah.
skits. One of them, I don't even know like what the channel name is, but it'll just pop up in my feed on Instagram. And a real person, what looks like a real person, will walk up and be like, "You look hideous today," or something. And you can tell that the Barbie is not a person. And she'll say, "Wait a second, let me put on my glasses to see if I give a shit." No, I don't. And then she'll just walk away. And they always make me laugh. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I do
I'm
love
like,
following Barbie. She's very fun.
yeah, what the fuck is a boo boo? You crusty ass bitch. I mean, she, she's just so vulgar, and she's just like, mm. One of them, she has said, well, it was a male voice. Oh, so you like nice cars? You like guys with nice cars? And she said, "Motherfucker, I am the dude with the nice car." And then they flash over to her Cadillac, whatever, that's bling blinged out and is all pink. I'm like, I love those things.
Yeah.
Oh my
They're a lot
god.
of fun.
I think I like them because I think, I mean, because those are things I want to say to people, and I feel like I shouldn't. So I'm living vicariously through an AI Barbie who curses out everybody. But
Yeah. Yeah, it's a wild time, and every day we wake up and there's some new some new nightmare. So I hope everybody's doing well. Janet, I hope you are sticking in. You've been posting beautiful looks. I always appreciate seeing your lip colors. There's always at least one where I'm just like, I just love it. You had a green one the other day, and I was just like,
mhm.
I can't right now. I just can't. I need to just look at that for a little bit.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Janet's another one of my ride or dies. What I love about Janet, among other things, is she is just so straightforward, and I appreciate that because I don't want to have to guess at what somebody's saying because I could be wrong. So just like say what you mean and mean what you say, and I love that about her.
Yes. And John, today, Friday is my Friday. I'm very excited. I think this is going to be the first weekend. I think I'm still going to end up spending all of tomorrow here in the office, but this will be the first time where I'll have a weekend where I don't have to come into the office to do work stuff. I'm going
Okay.
to be coming in to film like YouTube stuff.
Okay.
That'll be good because I'm trying to get ready. I'm saying it out loud. I have decided that in October, because Halloween is my favorite and I love it, and I've been trying to plan ahead and I've got some filming done. October, we're going to have one video a week. And I'm guaranteeing that if I have to take a vacation day, we will have one video a week. And I am really shooting for having two videos a week. So that's a goal. Sometimes goals don't happen. The two videos a week is a goal, but I'm determined that I'm going to have one video a week, and I'm going to really try to make sure we have two. I've got some fun Halloween. I've got a couple Get Ratchet with Me's planned where we're gonna do some different eye looks that I'm super excited about. A couple horror movie videos that are coming. I may have
Mhm.
unboxed a couple of horror mystery boxes.
Sounds like fun. Don't mess up your money though if you take days off.
No, it's all right. I am a salaried worker, so
Oh,
I can just take a vacation day. That's
yeah.
the offset to the times when I am chained to my desk and
Yeah.
and have to be here
Okay.
like 60 hours in a week. So then occasionally I get to just peace out.
Yeah. Some of my jobs had flexible hours because I had to like go to the clients' houses, and so I'm driving here, driving there, and I would stack my Monday through Thursday so that Friday I could have off because I would do like 10-hour days Monday through Thursday. Well, actually 35 hours because they allow you an hour for lunch or whatever. And so that was really sweet. So like I had a 3-day weekend every weekend at one of the
Nice.
jobs I had.
Mama Champagne is very observant. I mentioned that I have unboxed a couple of horror mystery boxes.
The cup.
Cup is clearly
Oh, that
empty.
is nice. That reminds me of some kind of haunted that palette that Notoriously Morbid had. That is nice.
Very fun. So that's a little sneak
Wow.
peek. So for those who come to the chat and replay crew, look for a new mystery box unboxing coming in October. And if anybody saw my Don't Eat the Gum mystery boxes, I did that maybe like a year or so ago. Don't Eat the Gum has decided to shut down at the end of the year.
Oh
So
no.
I'm going to get a couple of their boxes because they're like, we're going to go out with a bang. They're going to be great. And so I ordered
Mhm.
a couple boxes to and I've already filmed that unboxing, so now I just have to edit it. So I have a bunch of things filmed that I just have to edit, and then I have a few things that I want to film throughout the month. So,
Sounds good. I'm excited.
all right, I'm gonna go into this one right here, the shimmer. Start building shimmers now that I've got my kind of shape.
Those colors do look nice together.
Yeah, the
Oh,
orange and
in
the
a
red,
way.
very fiery.
I'm trying to contain myself. I had some Boathouse Farms, and then I had some Skittles, pure sugar. I haven't sipped Mountain Dew yet because the Skittles do get me going. So usually, like if I'm driving and the Mountain Dew isn't working, and it only doesn't work for me like when I am like severely exhausted. If I pop a couple Skittles, why am I saying it like it's drugs? If I pop a couple Skittles, I am lit. So Skittles about to do for me, y'all. Oh my gosh, I
Yeah,
am lit. But I didn't
I'm
sip the Dew
feeling
yet. So.
the Trolley Mountain Dew again. This is the cherry lemon. Oh,
We don't
I'm in
we don't
love.
have that here. I need to go to another store. Well, you know what? If they're not delivering 2 liters and 1 liters of Mountain Dew at that one grocery store, I don't think they would be delivering to another grocery store because I kind of think it would come from the same place, right?
Well, I don't know because our grocery stores here in town, we have this, it's kind of a local chain called Hugo's, and the
Mm-hmm.
soda selection at all of the different grocery stores is completely different. Like they're so different.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird because sometimes I have to go actually to the smaller one to get a better soda selection. The really big Hugo's that's over in East Grand Forks, it's the biggest of the stores, I think, but it has the
Mm-hmm.
least, like variety. It's so weird.
Hmm. But I'm speaking specifically about Mountain Dew. Like, because I have like two grocery stores that's like 5 minutes away from each other. Like one wouldn't get Mountain Dew if the other one didn't, because they would come on the same truck, wouldn't they?
Well, but they might have ordered different things. Like some places they don't want to like take a chance, so um they just go with a very basic stuff. Yes, Janet, it is a little bit of an earworm that
Yeah. Yeah, I'm asking specifically about Mountain Dew. Y'all know I'm serious about my Mountain Dew. I understand about variety, just like at Aldi's. Like if they have something, you better get it while they got it. Just like Trader Joe's. If you like something, you better get it when they got it because they might not. Or maybe the store is having issues with Pepsi delivery. They have other Pepsi products. And so I got cherry Pepsi instead of the Mountain Dew. And they have Schweppes root beer. No, Schweppes Canada Dry. They have Mug root beer. Those are Pepsi products. They have all of those. They just don't have the 2 liters or 1 liters of Mountain Dew. And it's been like maybe 3 months now. Vanessa got you singing the meow version.
Meow, 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 meow.
Oh
Meow,
my
meow,
god.
meow, meow. It's so, and I just hear it over and over again.
Please stop.
I'll have to send you a couple of those, Dion, because they are bizarre.
No, no.
And they get weirder and weirder all the time. It started fairly straightforward for what they were, and now it's just off the rails.
Oh my gosh.
I love that shimmer, that peachy shimmer.
That is pretty. You carry light colors really well, and that's something I struggle with, and I know you say that you pack on, and I keep thinking about that MAC palette. That time we used the same shades, and for me,
Oh,
it was like, "Where are they?" And for you, they were like, "Boom, pow." I'm gonna use the same 2 bronzers that I have from him and the same 2 blushes. And
and
we
I love
are
with the cat filter on. I don't that I don't know. I don't think YouTube has any filters, but that would be wild. Yeah, they're so strange. They're bizarre.
oh my gosh. I'm sure there is a way, because I be seeing some people's content, I'm just like, "What the hell are they doing?" But,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think they do.
I mean, no judgment or anything, but I'm
I
just like, "What the hell is that?"
think they record somehow through Snapchat and then put it to YouTube because I think that's
Yeah.
how you get all those filters. And at one point, I decided I was like, my tiny little brain, I can either learn Instagram or Snapchat. I can't do both. And I just decided that Instagram was the winner. I was like, I can't try to do these both.
Yeah. Oh, Grace was saying something yesterday, or I don't know, it had to been yesterday. She was saying something about the live stream, and I remember telling y'all she was here somewhere. She
Yeah,
had us playing while she was multitasking, and so she did mention something. I'm like, yeah, she really was here. Grace is always here. Crazy
yeah.
Grace is a ninja. She
Hello,
just
Joe. Joe has arrived.
Mhm.
And yes, the lawyer. That was so funny because he clearly, if you haven't seen it, it's so funny. It's this like I think it was during COVID, they were doing like an online trial. And it was the 2 attorneys and the judge, and the one attorney had a cat filter on. And so it was a picture of a cat, but if he would move his eyes, the eyes on the cat would move. And he was like, I'm here. I'm ready to proceed, Judge. I'm not a cat.
Excuse me.
That was the best part where he's just like, I'm not a cat, as if people didn't understand that he wasn't a cat.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it was so good.
Hey Joe. Glad you're here. I'm sure Grace is somewhere. Grace is stealth because
Yeah,
she's always multitasking. And so even though we didn't see her in the chat last night, she had said something about what we were saying. So I'm like, yeah, she really was there. So I'm glad I wasn't a liar because I remember saying she's here somewhere. She has us on while she's doing something else.
right. I'm gonna use a little bit of this bricky red shimmer just to blend this peachy color into this deeper red. All
Janessa,
Oh, go ahead.
this brush as well. This is the Sigma F43. This also fits really well in the hourglass pans too, without crossing over into other colors. It is a dense brush, but it dispenses very well for
Oh
their
yeah.
blushes. Yeah, the F43. And that's what happened when I got the Sigma. I mean Yeah, the Sigma Soft Collection brushes, I stopped using the Fenty.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm like, "Ooh." And then I'm sitting here looking at them like, they are good brushes. Um,
yeah,
and I got those the Fenty blush brush specifically because it fit into the pen without hitting other colors.
yeah. Yeah, I've been determined that I'm gonna use my Hourglass palettes more, and so, one of the things that I with these, I feel like the pan sizes are just so hard for like, I like a fluffier face brush, but,
Mhm.
Dion sent me this Fenty brush, and I used this yesterday, and I do really like this. This is a little denser than
Mhm.
I would normally use, but it applied beautifully. So you may have converted me to brushes for doing these face powders. Yeah, Mama Champagne is not even a unit tasker.
Oh, no. This blush is so pretty. This is possibilities. Oh my gosh. Mm.
That is one of the ones that I'm looking at. I think when Black Friday rolls around or the Sephora sale, whichever comes first, I think I'm gonna get those peachy orange blushes because I have Legacy,
Mhm.
one that's very similar to
Yeah,
Van
that's this
Gogh.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and so I think I'm gonna get the 2 peachy orange ones as well.
yeah. I want the other 2 the 2 that you showed yesterday, 'cause they're one is, like, more red and one is, like, a reddish pink, and I think that would be a nice gradient. I definitely want those 2. Thank you, mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want those 2, and there's one more, I forget what it was called, but it's a lighter pink, and so I'm kinda like, I don't know, but then
That
if
one?
I'm doing gradients, yes, definitely those 2 I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's one that's a lighter pink, and I wonder if it'll be, like, too cool tone for me, but if I'm doing a gradient thing, it'll work. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Um, but I definitely want those 2 that you have, because you got me
Yeah.
using
Well,
more than one blush at a time for looks
yeah,
now.
we don't wear blur, we wear 6 blushes.
2 blushes, 2 bronzers, we're gonna put on 2 highlighters, probably 2 finishers. You got me doing, like, double everything, and it is awesome.
I love it. I love a little gradient moment.
I think I'm gonna do Golden Pyrite tonight. This one is not exciting at all, but we're gonna put this on. This one I cannot mess up on because it looks like my skin, my complexion. That just gives like so this is without and this is with. And this has a nice dip in it. This was the only one I had from her brand for a while, and I
Mm.
loved it so much. I'm like, "Let me look at these other colors," and I'm glad that I did. I
So, this peach is not enough of a pop. I think I'm gonna try to go over it. I know I wasn't gonna use the green, but this yellow, I think I'm gonna put a little bit of that yellow on the inner corner just to make it pop a little more.
Part of me does want him to come out with highlighters, but then I know they're gonna be basic. Just to say I have on, like, as much Hung Vanngo beauty stuff as possible, which I know that it's in the larger scheme of things, like, does it really matter? No. But I know they'll be really basic, and for basic, I can just use Golden Pyrite from House Labs. And I don't think I've ever seen him do, like, a bold highlight on anybody. He tends to keep the face kinda neutral. You might see the blush a little bit, but he doesn't do like the Lady Gaga stuff where stuff is just bold.
I don't know though. He did go like pretty hard with the eyeshadow palettes. Like there's more
Yeah.
neutral ones, there's a little bit more basic, there's like bright colors, there's nice things in the middle. So I think for highlights, he might bring us something surprising. I would be very excited to see what he does.
I don't know. I'm not convinced. I hear you though, because he does do a popping eye sometimes, but
Yeah.
I've never really seen him do like a popping highlighter. Because even on Instagram, he hey Lock, appreciate it.
Hey,
Um,
lot.
he'll he'll he's been posting pictures of what is her name? I don't think it was Jessica Alba, but he's definitely been posting with Celine Gomez, and it's never a popping highlighter, like never. Um, I kind of don't think he would do that, but But if he does, I can almost guarantee you I'll buy one of his highlighters
And
just because, because that's
the
the love of my life.
one
Darn
too,
it.
Rare Beauty.
Yeah. But this is chocolate opal. We're just gonna put this just very lightly in a few places because this makes me really toasty too. And I'm weird in the sense that even though it's a highlighter, it makes me toasty, but I still put it where people typically put highlighter, like the center of my forehead and my chin. I'm not gonna put it on my nose. Um, and I'll just lightly go over like my cheek area with it.
I think I might have Fire Opal here on my table. If I do, I might top this
Oh,
orange much with Fire Opal. Ooh, I think
and I
that
want to
could
thank
be
y'all
good.
again last night for not being any help at all when I was asking if I should declutter the eternal light.
We have
Those
all been
powders
back
are
together.
amazing though. And it always does like piss me off that they don't make darker shades because we know that they can. Last year's finishing powder was darker than the bronzer, which to me is weird. So if you can do a finishing powder dark, then you can do a bronzer that's darker.
Yeah.
And so it really pisses me off for my more melanated brothers and sisters and non-binaries. But finishing
Yeah.
powder.
Oh, speaking of that, so another thing you can look for coming to my channel in October, I'm finally going to do a video about sleepaway camp because I wanted to talk about
Oh,
sleepaway camp. I missed it last year when it was the 40th anniversary, and I keep thinking about it, and I've like sort of started to script things, and then it never really happens. Well, Keenan Thompson's production company bought the reboot rights to Sleepaway Camp. So they are in development to create some new. And so I want to do a video where I talk a little bit about the original Sleepaway Camp because I'm nervous. Because if you know Sleepaway Camp,
yeah, yeah,
there's like gender bent twist at the end. And
yeah. Oh my gosh.
the movie
Mm,
accused of transphobia a lot. And I don't necessarily think it's fair. I think, and that's part of what I'll
right.
go into in the video, but I'm
Yeah.
nervous about how they're going to reinterpret that in today's world where trans people are being called terrorists. I'm a little nervous about that. Oh,
And that's because they're idiotic enough to believe the nonsense.
yeah.
I was watching Jesse somebody who I normally don't do. But he was playing some of JD's speech and he was saying how, if you condone violence or incite violence against law enforcement, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, that's what J6 was about. So like, what are you
Yeah.
talking about? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like everything you're saying, your president has done.
Yeah. And could the police stop inciting violence against citizens? Maybe we could start there. The thought.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, it's so wild. The new Strangers movie, Don, I haven't seen it. I don't watch The Strangers. I love a lot of horror. There's a couple that like Home Invasion I can't watch because it feels too close to reality. I
Mm,
can't do it. It creeps me
mm,
out a little bit too much, and I live alone. So if I went to a theater with somebody, maybe, but I can't watch it at home because it freaks me out.
mm.
So, yeah, The Strangers are a no go for me. And also, like, I like some of them, but I have a hard time with demonic, like possession-y type things.
Mm.
There's something about that I can't. I have to watch it during the daytime. Those I can watch at home. Hey, Grace, how's it going? I have to watch it during the day.
Sometimes I can watch, possession stuff if it's an American made movie. And I have a hard time watching those types of movies that are um from those Asian countries like Korean or Japanese. And I think part of it is because for them, like they really believe stuff like that. And so when I'm looking at that stuff, it just feels different to me for whatever reason. Like I did see The Grudge. I watched it a few times because it's free on a few streaming apps. But the original one, like I tried to watch it. I think I got 2 minutes in. I was like, nope, can't do it. And so it's really just strange
Yeah,
like how I feel about them. And so because it just feels too real. And I do believe in stuff like that, so I'm sure that's part of it too. But the way Americans do stuff, I'm okay with that. But when I watch the Japanese or Korean counterpart, I'm just like, it
Yeah.
just feels different to me, and I'm just like, oh hell no, like no 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 no.
Well, and that's kind of what I like about like Japanese ghost stories is that like
Hmm.
with American ghost story, if you figure out what the wrong was that was committed and you write
Yeah.
it with the spirit
Mm.
list, then everything's fine. And in Japan, if you get a ghost, you are fucked.
Mm.
Like say goodbye. There's no righting the wrong. There's no saving your ass. You are gone. Like that ghost is gonna
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And I
It
don't like
is intense going. Oh, it's just something about it. And I'm just like, mm. I
That's why I
do
like
like.
The Ring. In The Ring, where they have that scene where she finds Samara in the well, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
American happy ending of she lays the spirit to rest, and then you find out that that didn't matter at all, and she's still gonna
Mhm.
keep killing people. Oh,
Mhm. Yeah, her son was like, "Why did you do that, Rachel? Why did you do that? You weren't supposed to help her." I was like, "Oh shit."
I
He's
love
an
it.
attorney. For y'all who don't know, he is an attorney. He went to law school and he's working as an attorney. Yeah, I couldn't watch the Ring U, the foreign version, but
Mm,
the American version, that was cool. But it just feels different.
yeah,
It just feels different. What am I
yeah.
doing? Okay.
Japan and Korea, they both have really interesting ghost stories. Did you watch Lovecraft Country?
I did not. And I don't know why. I don't know if it was on a network I didn't watch or if I got to it too late because that's one that had episodes, right?
Yeah, so that was a series. It was like 10, 12 episodes.
Yeah. Yeah. If I don't catch a series when it starts, I usually will not watch it. Because if I have like 30 episodes to watch, I'm like, I ain't doing that. And
Oh,
I,
so
I was so far behind on it. And so I never watched it.
they only ever did one series because that Jonathan Majors, who was the star, got in all the trouble with domestic violence. So they canceled it after the first season. So there's only like
Yeah.
12 episodes. It's really good. And they have this Korean ghost, and I forget what the Korean word is for it, but it's basically like this ghost that is like a woman, but she has like nine foxtails. It's really, really good. Yes, Mama Champagne. I think we watched a couple episodes of that together. But yeah, it's very interesting because it really grapples with the history of H.P. Lovecraft because
Mm-hmm.
any kind of cosmic horror, anything is inspired by H.P. Lovecraft. You can't get away from it. But H.P. Lovecraft was kind of a sketchy, not great human being. He
Yeah.
was really anti-Semitic. He was really racist. And so this author kind of tried to take the history of Lovecraft and reinterpret it with a different set of characters, and it's really well done. Yes, loving the blues so far. Very exciting.
Who am I missing?
That's from the graphic comic.
Oh, Joe says she can't watch horror stuff. It gets in your head too heavy. Yeah, those
Mm,
jerky movements. Like, why was she walking like this though? I was like, what the hell? Yo, when she climbed out the TV though, I was like, oh shit.
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. The
My
Ring
heart
was one of
started.
the movies that actually like freaked me out. Hey, Tanya.
Tanya.
Oh, it was too much. It was too much. I That was one that actually scared me. That one, Candyman and Seven are the three like horror movies that
Really?
really, the first time I watched them, just really, really got me.
Candyman, I thought it was kind of. I,
I
it,
still can't
didn't-
say
it wasn't
Candyman.
scary to me at all. I was kind of. It was kind of hokey to me. Like, what is this? But I
Oh,
did watch them all. Also, like if there's a movie that comes out and then there's like a second one, a third one, I will watch them all just because I have to do that because of my OCD. But I was just like, hmm. And seven, I did like it. The ending ruined it for me. when Brad Pitt was whining, "What's in the box? What's in the box?" Like that just the way his voice sounded, it completely turned me off. And so that ruined the whole entire movie for me because I just couldn't stand how he sounded. I know that sounds foolish, but yeah, that ruined the whole movie. If the ending sucks for me, I'm like, the whole movie is trash. But I liked it until that part.
Yeah, it was some of those
Black,
children.
I'm like, "Oh, dude, stop." But did you see Dead Silence?
Yes, with the woman who's like a puppeteer. I
Yeah.
when I thought that
Yeah. That I think that's I watched it again recently. Oh, I did cancel my Hulu because when I went to cancel before, they offered me $2.99 a month. So I got an email that it was going back up to $11.99. I said, "Oh hell no!" So I canceled it. So at the end of this cycle, but I think it's on there or Tubi. And Tubi is free, y'all.
I
There's ads and commercials, but it's free.
I may at some point go back and get because I had mine was a bundle. It was Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN for some reason. And
Mm-hmm.
I got rid of it when the whole Jimmy Kimmel thing. I was like, this is gonna blow over. So I wasn't happy about it, but I was like, this is gonna blow over. They lost like $3 billion or something, and then they immediately announced a price increase. So I was
What?
like, oh yeah. So they announced that there was gonna be this big price increase. So I went in and I canceled it, and they're like, why are you canceling today? And I was like, because you gave into fascism, and now the people that didn't leave you, that didn't boycott you, you're now going to like reward them with a price increase. I was like, get wrecked. Like,
Right.
I have no time for this. Although I'm going to come back at some point and get a deal.
Right. And on Instagram, they were like, "What a way to welcome people back." Like, yeah, that's gonna bring us back. This is lighter than I thought. That was
Oh,
this one.
yeah.
So what I'm glad about is oh, somebody earlier, I don't know if it was Joe or somebody else. No, I don't think it was Joe. Someone had said that they wanted at least 2 of these palettes and they were gonna go look at them. That
Oh,
backfired on me because I was saying I wanna go in a store, the lawyer had a or the captain. And I said, "I'm gonna go to the store and pick which one that I wanted." I walked out with 4. No, 3, and then I went back and purchased the 4th one because I love how the blues look with the composed cools, which is the black and silver palette, and then I had green, and I'm like, "Well, green doesn't have a counterpart," so that's when I got Wonderful Warm, so I will be pairing this in the future, and this is making me glad that I did get composed cool because this shade on me is, like, really light, which is not a problem, but
so I often say that eyebrows are not twins, they're
can't
sisters.
believe it.
These two girls don't even know each other. They went to the same school, but they weren't in any of the same classes. They they don't even like each other that much. There's animosity in the halls.
I put this on the wrong side, y'all, because this shade is over here, which means this shade should have been over here. This shade is here, which means okay. We're gonna take this same blue and we're gonna go ahead and put it over here. Damn it. What I do, Joe? Oh yeah, I went in there. I'm like, I just need to swatch them. I'll narrow it down. No, no.
Yeah.
Um,
Hulu and now I just saw that Hulu and Disney Plus are offering a new bundle, and they got John Cena to rep it. So they are feeling the hurt for sure.
mm. So mama says something. You cancel Hulu to support Jimmy, and then you got an email that I could pay $2 more a month. Hell no, I know. Like people are
Yeah.
leaving, and then oh, we want you to come back. Here's higher prices. What the frick? Like that does not even make any sense. Like that. If anything, lower prices to get us back, or have like a renewal price that's good for a year. Because a lot of companies do that.
Yeah.
Streaming apps, it's like, okay, you get an introductory, this is the price for a year, and then after 12 months, it'll go up. But don't out the gate be like, oh yeah, come back, here's a higher price. No, excuse me, no. It does look
I,
better with this side. than it does with that shade. So but we're gonna
Yeah,
cover that up since we put the wrong shade.
it's pretty.
So we're
I need
gonna
to be better about that. My uncle does that where he will subscribe to something and get a deal for like 3 months, and then at the end
mhm.
of the months he cancels, and then he gets something else and gets a deal, and I'm just
Yeah.
about remembering to do it, and I watch so many different things on so many of the different streamers,
Mhm.
so I need to get better at that to not pay as much because they're all raising their prices, like, up and up and
Yeah.
up.
When I did have Comcast for I just have it for internet now. But when I had like other, networks and stuff on there, I had an introductory rate for like $89. And then it was going up after like I think 2 years to like 139 or 170 something. I go, hell no. And so I called to cancel it. And they said, well, we are running a promotion now for introductory. He said, even though you've already ran through yours, we'll give you that rate again for another 2 years. I said, okay, cool. So sometimes, depending on who takes your call, if you do call, they will,
Mm.
give you a current deal, even if you're not qualified for it. I took
Yeah,
that up a lot higher than I wanted to. We're too cheap to pay for cable. That ain't too cheap to pay for cable. That's saving money. Cable's expensive. All I pay for is internet, and it's $75 a month. And I have access to all the free streaming apps, and there's movies on YouTube. And somebody said, how do you watch your news? I said, on YouTube. There's NBC, MSNBC, CBS. I mean, there's all these news channels you can do on you can watch on YouTube.
yeah.
And I don't really watch sports, but they even have like sports stuff on Tubi. They have sports networks on Tubi, so and on Hulu. So I'm like, I don't even see a need to pay more?
Yeah, it's tough because I watch Days of Our Lives, so I have to have Peacock because that's only on Peacock. I watch Young and the Restless and Beyond the Gates, and those are Paramount Plus. And then I one of my comfort shows is Schitt's Creek, that's Hulu. And all
Oh,
the good series are on HBO Max, so then I feel like I have to have that one. And for
I need
horror, Shudder. It's a ridiculous mess.
this is kinda making me think of the greens, Janessa, because this shade is this one, and the darker one is over here, but it's not too different.
I see a little gradient, but yeah, it
Yeah,
could
it
be.
looks like it would be more. Looking at them in the pan, they look very different. But on
Yeah.
my skin on you, they might look different because I don't know what your skin does. Your skin shows stuff really well. But I am glad I'm doing it this way because I wanted to do an easy way to show people how to use these, and you can just do them in quads. Like if you really don't know,
Yeah.
okay, what look to do.
I'm gonna reuse these. So these are the new lashes from the Teletubbies. If you
Oh,
see me use the Trixie Cosmetics Teletubbies collection, I do have a Get Ratchet with Me on my channel. So if you go in and search Teletubbies, and I did use these lashes, so I'm gonna use that with this look here, and then we'll put some shadow in the brow, and then we can get to the face. Oh, and I'm terrible about watching comments too. So
and I'm trying to remember I'm in your house, and so I'm chilling. What
no,
side is this
all
one?
right.
This is on this side.
Yeah, I got rid of cable, can I tell you? So, I've been pretty open on a lot of my social media that over the years I've had different mental
Mm.
health struggles. And so, one time where I knew it was really bad, and this is when I canceled cable, is that I used to watch so much Real Housewives crap, and
Oh, yeah, I did too. Not
marathon.
anymore though.
Yeah, it was terrible. And they would do these marathons. And the
Yeah.
thing is that they wouldn't do like a whole season. They would play like 3 episodes and then they would repeat
Yeah.
the same 3 episodes. And one time I just sat on my couch and I realized that I was now back on the first episode for the 3rd time. Like I had gone through 2 full
What?
sets. And I was just sitting on the couch just staring at the TV and I was like, your depression is out of hand and you need to cancel cable. Like you need to be done. Like there's no
Yeah.
more of this. And I got rid of it.
This one doesn't wanna blend well.
Hmm.
Like, right here, you see this line? That's what shade is that? I think that's this one. Hmm.
Is that one of those satiny ones?
It's this one right here.
Does it have,
But
like,
you
a little subtle bit of sparkle?
mm-mm. It's one
Hmm.
of the creamy ones, but no.
That's the one
Yeah,
I
this
had
is
trouble with in the green, was I had trouble with one that was one of the, like, satiny one, not the, like, fancier metallic ones, but
mm-mm.
yeah, depression is the worst. My internet only $30. I would love that.
He pays for like a cloud. Yeah, I have T-Mobile, and T-Mobile is offering a deal too. Actually, T-Mobile, I forget what it was that they started paying for. I think it was my Netflix. Yeah, they had it. They have it now where you can get free Netflix. And I was paying for the base one anyway, where I had ads, and so that didn't bother me. So they're paying the base.
Yeah.
This is kind of patchy.
I need to check into I do a lot of delivery orders from Walmart, and they have that Walmart Plus. I need to look into how
Mhm,
much that is because now they've added where you can get a streamer and you get, I think, either Netflix or Paramount Plus. And so if
mhm.
I take care of my Paramount Plus with that, it might be worth it to me. I'll have to see how much it
That
is.
shade, that shade gave me fallout because it looks like I have liner under here. I don't. That's fallout. But at least it looks like it's liner. But yeah, I didn't even put pencil liner under there yet. Look at that. It is this. Okay. He's still the love of my life, y'all. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
I'm just
Janet, I
saying.
stopped paying for cable but now I pay enough in streamers that I basically could pay for cable. It's so dumb. Yeah, I'm always on my phone. Absolutely.
We're going to switch sides. We're going to put this blue over here, which is
Oh,
these four.
yeah, so Netflix, it looks like, is free, says Tanya, through.
Mhm. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. So they're paying for my Netflix. I'm getting a headache. I think it's the sugar. Because just Boathouse Farms and then Skittles. I think that's too much sugar in my system without any solid food in my system. Whew. You just finished Wednesday on Netflix last night. That movie was so good. She's a good actress because some of the stuff that she was doing was just like, what the hell is that? But it works because they were like that quirky, kooky family. And I didn't really even watch the Adam Family back in the day, so I don't even know why I watched it Wednesday, but I liked it.
I haven't seen it. I've had a hard time. Work has been so wild, and trying to keep up with 3 daily shows. I have so
Yeah.
little time for watching anything else except on the weekends, so I'm very behind on my TV plans.
When you were talking about the soap, I mean, Housewives of wherever, I used to watch Housewives of Atlanta, which was ironic because like only one of them was actually married. So I'm like, you're not a housewife, like you're not even a wife. But what I really and I when I watched the episode of like Housewives of New York or Beverly Hills or something, I noticed something that I was kind of like, that's interesting. The Housewives of Atlanta, they're people of color, and it seemed like they were getting like the nose reductions and breast implants and augmentations. Um, and then the Housewives of Orange County or whatever, it was like they were doing like, or it looked like they had a different set of whatever cosmetic procedure. And I
Yeah,
just found it really interesting how like the different demographics had like a different thing that the entire group would do. And I'm just like, I love these shapes. I'm glad I switched up the sides. I like this blue with these shades, which is this eye.
yeah,
I
that's
like how
great.
that came out. But this, I don't know.
Atlanta was my jam. Because the first season, that Kim, the blonde one, who is always trying to be a singer, and that
Ugh.
first season, she was trying to be a country singer, and she's like, "There's a tightrope between me and you." And then Candy Burris came on in the second season and got her that song, "Don't Be Tardy for the Party." I've done that at drag
Yeah.
shows like that.
Candy is so authentic. I mean, and she is funny as hell. She don't come for people. But this one episode, Nene was like, "I'm rich, bitch," and Candy looked at her and was like, because Candy is wealthy, and Candy is a hustler. And that's the thing when some people who come from, I'll just say it, a not so well financial background, they get $100,000 and they be flaunting it like they rich. But then you have somebody like Candy who is wealthy. She's just looking like, and she turn around and scratch her head like, okay, but
Yeah.
she'll never say anything.
Hey,
And
Nina.
Portia is such an airhead. I'm like, they were at a museum or something, and the guy was talking about the Underground Railroad. And Janessa, I kid you not, Portia said the Underground Railroad. So when they were on a train, were they bending down so their heads wouldn't hit the ceiling? And Candy went, and they were like, it wasn't a real Underground Railroad. And she was like, but did they have to stoop down? I was just like, and nobody would ever correct her, but she was just like, girl. And Candy would just look away like
Oh. Well, and that
she
was
was.
what I figured out with the Housewives is that usually there was like one or two moments during every season that were really good, really entertaining kind of moments. And I figured that eventually, like, I realized somebody's going to put that on a clip on YouTube. So, like, I don't need to waste my time
Yeah,
on a whole season of that stuff I don't care about to just see
yeah.
satchels of gold, Bethany, satchels of gold. And like, we're like engaged 19 times, you prostitution whore. Like I just
I
uh
mean, and going back to Portia, Janessa, well, you know what a thought is, right? THOT, that
yeah,
hoe over there.
over there.
Portia was like, I'm the queen of Thoughtland. I'm like, why is that something you want to brag about? That you queen of the hoes? Like that, she was just so not smart that it was just ridiculous. I'm like, is she really like not that smart or is she playing us?
Yeah.
It's like 47. Like, you cannot really be that dumb. Like, you, I'm the queen of Thoughtland, girl. That ain't nothing to be proud about. Nina used to love Mob Wives and Platonic, but you completely stopped watching because fighting on. Yeah, I stopped. I think I watched Housewife of Atlanta for like a season and a half, and I was just like, it was just. I'm like, I could do better things with my time.
Yeah.
Tanya says she thinks Portia family has something to do with it. She kept saying, "Did they have to stoop down?" And I'm like, "Girl, read some history."
Yeah.
Uh, Thank you, Nina. Hola,
Oh.
Nina. You haven't found a show to be enthralled with. Oh my gosh. I'm like, you she cannot really be.
And my
Wow.
favorite, which I didn't even watch that, but I remember hearing about this when the Real Housewives of not Orange County, but of is it Beverly Hills? Is that the other California one? Um,
Yeah.
The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, when they added, because if ever I remember, because I used to be a little bit of a country music fan, and I remember when Leanne Rhymes ran off with that
Hmm.
Cibrian, they had an affair, and he got divorced and ran off with her, and everybody was like, Leanne Rhymes is a homewrecker, she's a whore, like all
Mhm.
over that stuff. And then his ex-wife got added to the cast of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And that's when you found out that she is batshit crazy. Leanne,
Wow.
like Amnesty International, that man out of that situation. And everybody's like, oh, we got to apologize to her. She rescued that man.
Yeah. I love how this eye turned out. I put this pale blue like just right here. I love this side. This side is I don't know about that. But I am glad that I'm doing it this way because I am becoming very familiar with all of these shades and the different formulas.
Yeah.
Teresa is Dead did a review video or first impression or something. I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna have to just sit and watch her later. But I'm just like, I can only imagine. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of think she's not gonna like it because I remember when she didn't like Natasha Denona's creamy matte formula or her cream to powder formula, and there's similar formulas in Hung Vanngo's eyeshadow palettes too. So I'm thinking she's not gonna like it. This is not wanting to look like it's blending.
Yeah.
Um,
The Dead video. Is that the one you're talking about?
hmm?
Teresa is Dead. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah. I'm
Watched her.
thinking she's not gonna like it. Oh, you can spoil it for me? You talking about, Teresa? Yeah, Janet, you can. This it's something with this shade over here. It doesn't want to blend. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna put shimmer there.
Look at that
Like the
blush.
Bachelor, all the ladies in love with someone they just met. I know that stuff is so stupid. No shade if y'all like it. I love it for you. Enjoy hanging out with the girls in the fancy house and getting to travel. I I'm kind of struggling with the lighter side of this palette. And I remember saying I didn't want the blue because I was thinking the lighter side would be too light for me. But if I mix it, because I like this side I ended up mixing both halves of the palette. But this side over here, this blue shade right here doesn't really want to blend. And so I'm putting this shimmer up here to see if it blend because I heard somebody named Janessa Jaye Champagne say, if something don't look right, put a shimmer on it. No, put a glitter on it
Put it
is
on it.
what I think
You
whoever
fucking
that
put it
person
on it.
said. So I'm using this shade now just to try to make it look like it's blended, but it is not. That line ain't going nowhere.
Look at this blush.
Woo! Blursh. It's a blursh. You coin that phrase and then half the time you don't say it. What's up with you, Janessa?
Well, no, it's made by Mitchell because he calls his blushes blursh. And
Mm-hmm.
so I would do a made by Mitchell video because I hate that word so much. It
Oh,
annoys me. So I'd always
you
be
don't
like, blursh, blursh.
so you don't like the word blursh?
I I've come to appreciate it, but it drives me crazy. But that's all of his the liquid ones are liquid blursh. His like contours are blursh bronzers and like blursh. It's
Okay. I like it, but I'll stop saying that because I thought you liked it too. I don't want to
and
traumatize
sometimes
you.
I like to bust it out just to be ridiculous. But yeah,
This is not blending. This is a dense yet soft brush with no shadow on it. I'm trying to blend out this line, y'all. What the hell?
hmm. Yeah,
I
every
had
once
to
in a while,
remember.
people, like hit the primer and it'll just like stick there. Some of those shades.
Yeah. And the paint pot does help it not stick like that, but it still will stick. But this is a shadow issue because you saw the line earlier, like right here, that you can still kind of see. Like that
Yeah,
blue shade just didn't want to. I'm gonna make a mental note, which I'll probably forget, to just use that for like lower lash line. This is damn.
red is red.
Oh, she liked it. Oh man, that says a lot because she couple years, she did start liking Natasha's cream to powder creamy matte formula. But prior to that, she'd be like, I hate that. What is this fucking shit? Why is this in here? Da, da, da." And so in one of the videos I watched, and she's like, you know what? I really like it. I was like, wait, what? I rewound it. I thought I was hearing things. And we do go through phases where we don't like something and then we do. And but I was just like, oh. Yeah, I do wish it was a highlighter just to round out all the you got the bronzers, you got the blushes. Even though I do think it'll be basic, but basic can be pretty. This is
Yeah.
Vanessa. This is not
Oh
I don't know
no.
what to do. And this is the brush I always go to with no shadow on it just to blend stuff out and it works. But this is not, oh
Mm,
my gosh. It
that's
is
awful.
not.
I've only heard good things about the blue palette. The purple palette, I've heard a few people say that it's not as pigmented, that it's a little bit harder to work with. The green palette, I've heard that there's a couple shades that people struggle with, but the blue, I've heard good things.
It
It's a
seems
bummer.
to be one it seems to be one shadow in each palette that gives people problems.
Yeah,
Lori is maybe Grace's complexion or a tad deeper. She loves the purple one. She said for her, it gives her options on having a deep outer corner color. And so I find that interesting in hearing people say it's not deep enough. She loved it. She's like, I have options because she's all about you need to have a deep shade in here for my outer corner. And she said this gives her options. And so for her, it's more than one shade in there that she likes to deepen her outer corner. So it's just Yeah, so it kinda makes me think, like, well, what's the difference here? Is it the primer? Is it your brush? Is it your technique? Or okay, I think I kinda got it a little bit. Oh my god.
So Mama Champagne has thoughts about the blush. She was very Midwestern and said "oofda." I'm gonna go into the hourglass. I'm gonna go into this finishing powder, and I'm just gonna go over everything because this blush is a little bit much. I look like one of those like envelopes from like Chinese New Year, where they like give out the red envelopes with like chocolate coins in them. I'm like
Yeah.
that's rich.
What is MG? EMGE that mama wrote? She put there's that's some MG? MJOL? What is that?
That blush that Mama Champagne said.
Yeah.
Oh, some orange, orange.
Oh, that's some orange.
I haven't done that look. So that comes from I bought a Pat McGrath foundation, and it turns out that Sephora had it labeled wrong
That is
because
so
it was
cute.
actually warm, and I put it on, and I was orange, like Trumpy.
Wow.
And so
Oh, that's horrible.
I was on a live on Facebook, and I was like, "Orange, that's orange." And so I always said that I was going to do an orange look, and
Um,
yeah, this is orange.
I put more of this where that line wasn't blending, and it did actually work. But
Well,
it's all just very monochromatic. But it is a monochromatic palette, so that's to be expected. He did say that his shades don't give fallout, but they do. They do. This one
yeah,
gave me fallout and one of these blues that looks like eyeliner under here. I didn't put eyeliner under there yet.
or maybe it
It's still
was,
the love of my life, y'all. So So we
yeah.
so we've used all 8 shades.
There we go. Much better.
Oh no, China's phone had died.
Oh no.
But we're glad it's back. Oofta, that blush. Ah, Dawn's asking mama if you love makeup too. Your cousin can't say orange. She says oink, oink, oink.
Hello, PK. How's it going? Yes, we're giving very Phoenix energy. We're tamping down this blush a little bit with some hourglass powder. Oh,
We're going to use one eye at a time, the green one, on our innerums and lower lash line. Hey, Kay. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, we in Janessa's house tonight, and Mama Champagne is here again tonight.
yes. And Mama Champagne gets some fancy products as hand-me-downs from both me and Dion. She gets that's where she gets the fancy stuff. As we every once in a while, there's some Pat McGrath or some hourglass that heads her way.
Oh, awesome. I do really like his eyeliners, y'all. They do not irritate my inner realms, and they are very creamy and they don't move. Like that was just so easy, just putting that down there. I wish he had more colors though. Like if he had a dark purple, and the brown one doesn't look that brown, but then I have all these MAC ones too. So it's like I don't need any colors. But I will say Hung Vanngo's green is deeper than Matt's green. Well, not deeper, but more bold. And the blue from Hung Vanngo is more bold. And that's why I got them. Because I'm like, okay, I'm not duping what I have. It's just a different variation of the same color.
There we
But this is
go.
the green.
I had to bring a little bit of that color back. I got rid of too much of it.
Oh,
Um,
thank you. Kay says she's sharing you in Discord.
oh, thank you. Yeah, let people know that we are over here having a little makeup party, having a good time. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm in this blush, but these blushes are pigmented. So
Yeah.
definitely light.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be ready
I
to
love
set
it.
it down with a little bit of powder if you need to.
Yeah.
But I like it. Even my little like lesbian mullet that I cut my hair into, I'm even kind of digging that when I do the makeup. Like there's something about it that's a
You
little
are
bit.
funny. You are funny.
I had a show last weekend. I had this like double stack wig that is
Mhm.
gorgeous, but the way that it's cut, if I have any like regrowth on the sides, it just shows. Like I
Mm.
pull the wig, it doesn't sit right, and so I have to like get rid of it. So I like shaved off the sides of my head, and it
Oh
made this
no.
pseudo mullet, and it's growing on me.
I like it. I like wild hair. It's like, I don't care. I'm just gonna this is how I woke up. I'm gonna just fluff it and just go outside. I love hairstyles like that.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I do. I keep it short so that I can just wash
Yeah,
it and
yeah.
let it go.
I can relate.
Yeah. So I do
I can relate.
color, but I am going to add a little bit of fire opal as well. I love this color.
Mama says, yes, I have some fancy schmancy stuff they've gifted me. Janessa knows I would buy my makeup at the holla dollar.
Yeah,
Left her own devices. Now it's like, well, our Dollar Tree, I started calling it the $1.25 tree, but now like some stuff is $1.50, some stuff is $1.75. So I think they need to put a plus sign next to the dollar on the
yeah,
name of the building or the name of the front of the store, Dollar Plus store. So that is not a Dollar Tree anymore.
yeah.
Still
Now it's
cheaper
at the
than
point.
other places, but
Yeah, now it's at the point where like ours had to put in a scanner because so many things are so many different prices that people don't know what anything is.
yeah,
Like a scanner in
yeah,
your food aisle.
yeah. Nina said she is wet and gloomy outside. Oh, thank you, Kate. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh my gosh. Um, Gloomy here. Nina said she needs to take. No, wait, I'm mixing comments. Nina said if it wasn't for a fruit smoothie, she would fall asleep. I didn't go to sleep y'all till like almost noon. It was just ridiculous. And so I had set my alarm for 10 minutes to 7 to get up. And I was just like, oh, tired. Yeah, they need to just call it Dollar Plus. Dollar
Yeah.
Plus store. Gloomy here too says Dawn, still need to take the dog out for a walk. After that, you're jumping in bed. Anna Boo! I just love your name. I don't know why I love saying it like that. It makes me think of that movie Malibu's Most Wanted. Like instead of Malibu, it's like Anna Boo. Anna Boo. All right, what am I doing?
We
Colors
got
on lower lash line.
highlighter.
What do I want to put on my lower lash line?
Oh,
This
you have a
this
dollar
blue
too much.
palette. This look over here, the way that one shade performed and how one was lighter than it looked like it was going to be, I was kind of like, full transparency here. I was thinking like, am I going to keep this palette? I am within the window. I purchased it on September 8th. But then like this side, I really do like this side. And I did purchase this with Compose Cool to mix them together, and so that'll help it. But if this was the only one that I had purchased, I really wonder like if I would keep it. I do. I would. But since I purchased this to pair with another one of his, and just on its own, I do love this side. But this side had me kind of like, I'm
Yeah,
not going to do that. Okay, you are great with advice and promotion. Yeah, and all the stores are not created equal because if it's something I want at the store near me, the Dollar Tree near me, they don't have it. When I have appointments at the VA hospital, there's a Dollar Tree that I pass coming home right down the street from the VA hospital. Next to it is where BJ's is, where the gas is always cheaper than the BJ's near me. And I'll go over there and get gas. But yeah, that store will have stuff that my local one doesn't. And that one is a whole lot bigger than mine. I'm saying it like I own the damn store. Um, that one is a lot bigger than my local one, and yeah, they do have different stuff, and I think part of it is just because it's just a bigger store, so they can have, more variety.
yeah.
Um, I go in that one and I'm lost. I'm just like, where like my local one, I know where stuff is, but I go in there and I'm like, I'm looking at the signs, like
Yes, Kay is very good with promotion. That's one thing I've always been terrible at is like trying to like remember to promote, and like I always put at least this one got scheduled, but I'm always like I'm going live in 5 minutes if anybody wants to join. I never give people any warning.
I like
Oh,
those though, because that's like a treat. It's like, ooh, Janessa's on here.
yeah, I like to
And it
surprise.
said, China says she calls it the dollar too much store.
Yeah.
Very
So
valid.
what do we think with this one? Should we do freckles again? I liked the freckles last night. They turned out pretty cute. And I've got gold ones, so I could do gold this look.
Yeah, go for the freckles.
Yeah, let's do
Myself and a friend, we often discuss, not often, but sometimes we discuss the faux freckle thing. But
I think someday when we meet up in person, you're gonna conquer the freckles. I know it's gonna happen.
I still have not tried them. I was traumatized. And they're still sitting right here. Oh, I found my this is the one I was looking for last night, Janessa, that I keep at
Oh,
my station. But when I moved stuff, it was over there. So I pulled this back out, and the black one that came from in that box, I put that back in the box. Because I'm like, I know I had one like right here. I'm over freckles. You know what
and I,
it is? One of the things, Janessa, is I do have an issue with fake freckles, but for you, like I don't, because you do dramatic makeup, you do drag makeup, and so you're just adding stuff. It's part of your look versus people who just put them on like they'll every day to just be
yeah,
like, oh yeah, I have this cute freckle. So it is a difference. And so for me, it depends on the situation. Um, but because you are creating different looks, it's not like, oh, I'm just going to do this because it's cute.
yeah. And
And
mine are
so how,
metallic, so
oh,
they don't look real.
my hip, my left hip just popped. Usually it's the right hip that pops. And so it's situational on when I feel whatever type of way. I'm trying to figure out lower lash line.
Yeah, I haven't really tried the
I think
speckle yet from Glisten, but that one seems a little bit more intimidating.
we're going to put this one over here on the first half. I did think about it, Kay. I'm not sure because I thought about doing clusters. The thing is, Kay, is like I really don't have a desire to wear lashes. Like I really don't. And so that's what makes it challenging for me. And that's probably why I'm not even gonna say that's probably why sometimes I forget because sometimes I forget liner for upper lash line. Sometimes I forget to put on mascara. And so because I was really thinking like, why am I feeling this way? But I just don't have a desire to wear lashes. Now when I do troll play looks, I'll have in my mind to put on lashes. But just like regular looks, like I just don't I just don't have that desire.
And I think that you're lucky that you can actually see your lashes. If you put mascara on, you have like visible lashes. My
Yeah.
lashes were so glassy and like blonde. So my hair, when I was a kid, I had blonde hair and blonde eyebrows and blonde eyelashes.
Oh
And then
wow.
my hair darkened and my eyebrows and my eyelashes never did. So not only are my eyelashes super thin, they're also like glassy and blonde. And so
Mhm.
even putting
Yeah,
mascara on, you can't even really see my lashes.
yeah. I really like that Issa mascara. That shows up really nice on me. And actually, so does the MAC Stack mascara and the Fenty Hella Thick. They show up really well.
Oh yeah. So Dion, Anabu has a question about your makeup services.
How much
Ah,
do I charge for a full face? A full complete face, like all the stuff I do sitting here, like a complete whole full face. You know what? What do I charge for that? If I'm at a if no, because I have different pricing. If I'm at a venue, if I'm at an event, the prices are lower because I'm counting on having more than one client. But if someone just wants to hire me to just do their face like individual, not at an event, that one is higher. And so that's what I need to. I don't even remember because I work mostly at events. But I think I want to say I want to say 150, but I'm not sure. At an event for full face, I charge 85.
and if you want to, if it's at a place where you're comfortable sharing, you can share your website as well if you want to let people know about your website.
Makeupbydionloves.com. therapist was like, "How'd you come up with that?" I said, "Well, my YouTube channel, Dion Loves Makeup, and so just to keep it consistent, the pro side is Makeup by Dion Loves." And he was like, "Oh, that's smart." I'm like, "Thank you." He said, "You're welcome." I believe in simplicity, and so Makeup by Dion Loves.com.
Uh,
My
they did. They
like,
worked.
I don't know which one of these is darker. Like this one looks like it would be darker, but it's probably not. But we're gonna put this one on first. I love these brushes for lower lash line. This is the Fenty 220.
Yeah.
And even at events, like if they say, like the one Janessa that just wanted that block of color across the eyes, she was like, "Well, how much would that cost for that?" And so I think I told her 30. Just an eyeshadow look at events, I charged 35. I said, "I'll just do 30 because it was just one block of color. And I did have to build it up a bit. I used the Mayron. She was like, "Oh, I want that green in that palette." And it was the pro palette, like the one with all the colors. I'm like, "You would pick," and I know her, so I was like just joking with her. I said, "You would pick the biggest palette." She's like, "I can hold it if that'll help." I said, "Well, it really wouldn't because I gotta put water in it and get the mix right and yada yada yada." And that only took me maybe 15 minutes to do her look. So I think about like when they say, "Well, how much just for this?" I think about what products I'm going to use, how time intensive it's going to be, and so that's how I come up with prices. I do have a price flyer sheet though, um, but I use it loosely when I'm at events. But some people do just want an eyeshadow look, or they might be like, "Oh, can you just do a puppy nose and whiskers?" And so I'm not going to charge like $50 for that. You know what I mean? And someone was asking me about services outside of the venue, and I said, "Well, it'll be." I said, "Don't quote me because I need to look on my site." But I said, "It'll be around such and such." She was like, "Oh, that's really cheap." And she saw what brands I use too. She was like, "Yeah." She said, "All of that is a factor in the price." I said, "Absolutely." So I appreciate when people get it when they're like, "Oh no, that's too much." Well, you don't understand how much all this shit costs. So you want me to pull out a Wet n Wild palette? We can do that for $15. You want MAC and Makeup Forever and all this pretty stuff and Natasha and Pat, yeah, you want to triple that little $15. So,
Yeah.
but there's quite a few people that I was surprised that were like, "You got some really good stuff here." And I'm like, "Only the best for my clients." So those who know, and they're like, "Wow, like this is amazing." But people who don't know, they're just like, "That's a lot of money." I said, "So was all this stuff."
Yeah.
Without trying to sound snarky. I'm like, "Yeah, this is professional grade makeup here."
Yeah, I think
So,
when people don't know how much makeup costs, I think that they are one of my favorite like old school YouTube challenges ever. And I did this, it's one of my like earliest videos. I keep saying I'm gonna redo it, but it was the whole like husband, boyfriend, guesses makeup prices.
oh,
And I had
ugh,
a stage husband from a show that I was in, and
yeah,
was shocked and horrified by the price
yeah,
of it.
yeah.
Hello, Doya.
Oh, yeah, hey.
Yes, I got my wimpy lashes from Mama Champagne and my thin lips.
I used a lot of brushes tonight. I didn't cheat and just use this one brush for everything. These are all the brushes I used tonight. All of these are what I used today. I'm gonna have to wash them all.
Oh, a little bit more subtle than I would have expected, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, those are cute. This eye is tearing. And what mama said, unfortunately, Janessa inherited my wimpy lashes and my thin lips. Gotta take the bad with the good. Mama is funny.
Yeah, I always threaten that I'm going to get lip filler at some point because I always talk about my thin little lip.
No.
Oh,
Accept your features. We love you the way you are. Makeup application is a luxury service for those of us who use professional grade makeup. And there is nothing wrong with a kit full of drugstore. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But one thing they told us in class, they were like, "Don't charge high prices for a face full of drugstore." They said price according to
yeah.
what you use. And I kind of felt some kind of way that she had to say that, but then I know people will do that. And something that got under my skin was what was I listening to? Oh, somebody in the class had asked, well, what if I don't want them to know that I'm using like Wet and Wild or Maybelline? They said, well, depot it and put it into a different thing. And I'm just like, so you're just going to deceive people and them not know? No, I keep my stuff where it is. You see where it'll say makeup forever. You'll see where it'll say back. And so to say, just depot it into like a nondescript component so people don't know because you're embarrassed by it. Like, where's the professionalism in that?
Yeah.
And that really rubbed me the wrong way, even for that to be the answer. And so there's people out here depotting stuff and you don't know what it is.
Yes, Tanya, that part. That's the thing is like there's a lot of great like complexion and face products from the drugstore, but like drugstore shadows, they're tough to find. Even like NYX is really hit or miss. ColourPop is really hit or miss. So even like some of those Juvia's Place has started to go up more. They're really good, but they've become more expensive over the years. Like it's tough to find a drugstore priced eyeshadow that's decent that you would use on a client.
I do stand by the Elf bite size palettes. That their formula I think is really good for the bite size ones. And so I do have a few of those and a few of the LA colors. Those are in the those are what I use when I do a class. Like you're not gonna mess up my good shit.
Yeah.
I'm
Uh,
trying to think. I
I'm
think
putting
I'm
on
gonna just do
the Van Gogh Red. We're gonna do it. This lipstick is wild. I'm very excited.
I'm gonna use mine too. I'm trying to think of what to put on my upper lash line. I'm thinking of a white actually. We're gonna use this one, and this is called Mixtape. Kay, have you been using your they're paying for artistry first and product second. Have you been using your lethal water bundle? She was like, what is that? And then next time we were chatting, she's like, I ordered it. I'm like, oh damn. And I love it because it's very easy to get off. You just put that water to it or a wet cloth or makeup remover wipe and it just comes right off. And then I just gotta work to get the mascara off. We're gonna use mixtape. Yeah, but they told them to depot and put in different packaging and conceal it. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I had a problem with. And even though if someone says, or if they do a video showing them depotting something, you see what it is, but I'm not your client. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Yeah, that rubbed me the wrong way. Yeah, I'm gonna use my Van Gogh red too. Are you putting something else on top of yours?
I'm trying to decide. I was thinking about I've got this Fenty gloss that I love. It's
Oh,
beautiful orange, and so I thought maybe to add a little glossiness.
okay. Because I was going to say if you weren't, um, when I put mine on, they could see how it looks on our different complexions.
Yeah. I'll wait to put it on. I'll just do the lipstick for now, and then when you put it on, you can compare. And then before we end, I'll add the gloss.
Okay. Oh,
So
this white was a good choice. This white was a good choice. I really like Janessa that I do take my the shadow out here because it kind of helps me do my wing straight because it's follow right on top of the line of the shadow. This eye is still tearing. Why are you tearing?
I'm doing
Why
my
is this eye?
quantum trick where I powder the lipstick, and then I'm going to put another coat on. But I cannot find my little powder puff, so I'm just using the same finishing powder that I used on the face.
What is wrong with this eye?
And I don't have any kind of like orange or like deep copper kind of lip liner. So I'm really just
Mhm.
balling it here. I'm just like going in a little bit feral, but that's all right.
Yeah, I definitely believe that it's not about the product, it's about the artist and how good they are and what they do. I feel like it's a combination. of product and the artistry skill and brushes. I think it's a combination. I think it's a combination. Because if it's a bad product, it's a bad product. You can't change that. If you have a shit makeup artist, it is what it is. Um, but I have heard people say that though. Like,
Yeah.
you can work the hell out of a drugstore product. And I will say this, if it's not a good product and you're able to make it work, that is a talent. I'm
Yeah.
lazy. I want makeup to work for me. I don't want to work for the makeup to show up. But that's just a
Well, I
me
agree with
thing.
you, Boo. I think that's true. I think that there are a lot of people, and that's the thing is, like, I have this friend, and I adore her. I love her so much, but I'm also super jealous of her because she can take that, like, you know how at Christmas they always have those train cases that have like the worst makeup in the world, and it's like
Yeah.
$15 and you give it to a child. She can take
Yeah.
those and she can paint the most beautiful mug, like a big drag look with that.
Mhm.
She can take anything. She can
Yeah.
take dollar store brushes, like she can do the whole thing,
Yeah.
do that. So I need I need a little bit better product to get my face
Yeah.
in, but she's so good.
Yeah.
Um,
And for me, if it's not a good quality product, it takes me longer to get the result that I want. And I don't want to, time is money if you're doing this professionally. So it's like, I want something I just put on, it's going to work, get it in, get it out, give me my money, have a good night, book me
Ooh,
for your next thing.
Sydney Grace has single shadows for 275 and
What?
$4 for 8 shipping. So if anybody is a single shadow fan, thanks Nina for that. That sounds fun. Yes, Ulta makeup, Tanya. It's so
Oh,
bad.
goodness.
But everything I've gotten from the Ulta like store brand was terrible, except in this
Yeah.
gift purchase, I got a bronzer that is, and it was a light bronzer. So it was when I'm doing more like photo shoot and like close up like video makeup. It was the best thing I've ever had from that brand. It was so good. It smelled so good, and it wasn't
Mm,
part of the line. It was part of this like special edition gift with purchase and was never back again. And I'm mad about
mm.
it still to this day. Oh, I'm gonna step away and I'm gonna put a little drag on. I'm gonna switch my shirt.
We will be here
I will be
when you
right
get back.
back. Although I'm wearing my fabulous, I found Once Upon a Tea does
Ooh,
these fun. They'll do like a little quartet of shirts and they'll give you a discount on it.
yeah,
It was Universal Monsters. So they
that's
have
cute.
Bride of Frankenstein, Frankenstein, and Dracula, and they're all super cute. And this one I knew was going to match the orange of the look. So I was like, let's do this for getting ready. And now I'll go throw on a blouse. I need a blouse.
Oh, that's a good deal, Nina. Yeah, Anna Booth is 100%. You got a nice palette once and great foundation from Ulta before. Nikki's tutorial and the makeup girlies did a trend using kid makeup and swayed it. They use skill and shitty product. Yeah, it is. It's definitely a mix. Product, skill, and brushes. But I'm lazy. I want my makeup to work for me. But yeah, you can definitely do good looks with drugstore stuff. And this is transferring. It is a misconception that you can't do professional makeup or good makeup with drugstore, and that is a lie. It is a myth. I don't use it in my kit except for NYX lip liners and their butter glosses because I can't vouch for it. I have sensitive skin, and a lot of drugstore stuff irritates my skin. And one of the first questions I ask is, "Do you have sensitive skin?" And usually the answer is, "I don't know." And so I don't want to use stuff that I can't vouch for, even though all skin is not the same, all sensitive skin is not the same. But I at least want to say, this is something I actually use and I really love it. I can't say that for, a lot of drugstore stuff. So that's the only reason I don't. I do like NYX lip liners and eyeliners and their butter glosses. I can vouch for those. And so that's why my kit has what it has in it. I don't want
Yeah.
to just be like, well, other clients said it's good. I want to be like, this The white because it's tearing. That white liner because it's what activated is transferring. This so that's why my kit is the way it is. And people who wear makeup, they're like, "I want, the high-end name brand stuff."
Yeah, people who know makeup brands, they see your kit and they're like, "You have put an investment in here."
Yeah.
So we are doing these are more earrings from Femme de Bloom. I've been loving these. These are the little like Halloween sounds cassette tape earrings. I love these.
Y'all, why did I just put the brown down here and then put this on the bottom? Because I forgot that quick. But look at my bottom lashes, though. Nina said I wouldn't put something on a client's face that I wouldn't use on myself. Exactly. And even though, as I'm saying, there is some good drugstore stuff because I don't use it because it irritates my skin, I'm not going to use it on them because I can't say, oh, yeah, I've used this and this is great.
Yeah.
But again, I do think there are some good drugstore brands. And keep this in mind too. When you look at these conglomerates like Louis Vuitton or Estee Lauder. Estee Lauder has Clinique, and to me, that's not high end. But these conglomerates, they make drugstore products too. I forget who owns L'Oreal, but that's one of those big name. Well, all of them are like, except for independent.
Yeah.
Um, but even like Louis Vuitton, they have like drugstore stuff. Estee Lauder has drugstore stuff. I forget which one owns L'Oreal, so consider that too. It's made in the same lab by the same people. It's just a difference in ingredients, maybe less expensive ingredients so that they can charge you less. But if you have Louis Vuitton factory making drugstore, it shouldn't be crappy. It might not be as good for some people as the higher end stuff, but it comes from the same place.
Well, and that's the thing about trends is that a lot of times the big fancy brands, the expensive brands, will sometimes do it first, and then you slowly see it filter down. And people are
Yeah,
like, "You're just copying that expensive brand," and it's like, "No, bitch, they're all
it
owned
is
by the
our brand.
they let the expensive brand do it first, and then they like cycle it
Yeah,
down to other less expensive brands."
yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, Kendo, that's in the Louis camp, owns KVD. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that. And I was watching a video about it, and I was just like, "Really? Like what?" And I keep forgetting about Kendo brand. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know. Is Kendo also is Fenty under Kendo?
Yes. So Kendo is all the Sephora brands. So like it's the ones
Yeah.
Fenty Beauty and Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez.
Mhm. And
Um,
Kendo is owned by Louis Vuitton camp.
yeah, LVMH.
Yeah. See, look at my lashes though. Like I'm content with the lashes. I remember that time I put the clusters on Janessa, it didn't really make a difference because some of them were so short, but I liked it because they were wispy. This eye, my left eye, my lashes are shorter than the right side. I found that out when I was using that Prime Pometics mascara. I'm like, "Why is this one side looking like that?" Because that's the only mascara at that time that made it noticeable to me that the lashes on this eye were shorter. But I'm content with my lashes. I got this one whole lash, like, hanging out right here.
I, as usual, am super disorganized, and so I'm trying to find. I have this super cute necklace that's one of my
Yeah.
acrylic, and this Final Girl, and I thought that would be perfect for this, but I can't. I have so many of these little boxes, and it's none of the boxes that I keep picking up. So,
Excuse me. Alright, I'm gonna put this lipstick on. I was wondering if I wanna get
yeah.
the Van Gogh red lip liner, but I don't think so, because for me, I do like Van Gogh red with a darker lip liner on.
Goodbye,
Never
Locke.
know
I
what I'm
miss
doing.
you.
Oh, lock sleeving. Okay, we'll watch replay. Yeah, okay. We appreciate it. Yes, please do rest. Self-care is important.
Thank you, Joe. I don't love orange usually, but I'm liking the way this is coming out. I'm gonna wear my little. This is from a seller. She's on Etsy, but I don't know how active she is. It's called Deadly Dinks, and she makes things with like the shrinky dink paper. And so she made me this little brain that says "They're coming to get you,
Oh,
Barbara" from Night of the Living
ooh,
Dead. Oh,
uh-uh.
there. Since it's backwards, I can hold it backwards because you can.
Oh,
So
oh,
I'm gonna
I
put the.
like that. So this is Vango Red on me.
I love it. It looks very red on you. The red. I feel like it comes out
Oh,
very red.
wow.
Yeah.
I don't have to put none on my bottom lip.
Yeah.
Y'all, that wow. And that's perfect placement. 'Cause y'all saw me last night. I was just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Y'all, this formula. I have never in my life, even when I use bullet lipsticks, was able to do my top lip and just go, and the color's consistent on the bottom lip.
Yeah.
I have never, never experienced that before.
All right. So this is.
So let's see your lips, Janessa.
Yeah. Let me come in a little bit. Oh, there we are.
So yours looks a little deeper than mine. But then you've had yours on longer too.
And I did
So it
do
might
a
have
lip and then powdered it and then did another layer.
oh. So
So that.
y'all see Vango Red on fair skin and whatever I am, a black glowworm. And he did say it will look different on different people. He did say that because of our natural coloring in our lips and stuff like that.
On the camera, yours looks really red. Like the red really comes through in that orange, like the red
Yeah.
orange. I feel like
And
mine stays more orange.
when I swatched it on my hand, it did look orange. I'm like, uh-huh. I like this. Mm, I'm so
Yeah,
cute.
did the I was reminded of that by Aaron Parson because actually I have the Kevin Aquan books, and Kevin Aquan is that was his thing in the 90s is he would do liner and lipstick and then he would fully like powder it with like a loose face powder and then he would do a
Hmm.
second layer and that's how he got
Oh,
them to stay like all day.
I'm gonna try that.
We're
Put
gonna
my
I'm
fashion fair powder on.
oh
All right, I'm gonna put my fashion fair powder on my lips. Tap
yeah,
some into the cap.
lightly powdering it down and then doing another coat and see if that changes the color.
Mm, I gotta clean out the cap. Got lipstick in the cap. Oh, it is not moving. What the hell? All right, there we go. Cleaned out the cap. Put that back on the powder.
All
I
right.
got
I have
stuff.
a little bit of this on. I'm so excited. So this is Cheeky. This is one of the Fenty gloss bombs. And I love the smell of Fenty lip products. It's not every single one of them, but the cherry smell that these glosses have, I love it. Ooh.
And I do like the gloss bombs. I just don't wear glosses that often. You bought some of the pop Janessa and your son hates it. Did that make a difference? Powdering it and putting more on?
I feel like it's brighter. I feel like it looks brighter.
I like it. I like that it doesn't make my teeth look yellow. I do like it. And surprising to me, I like it even without a lip liner.
Yeah.
Maybe it has to do with the eyeshadow look. I don't know. Or the cheeks. I don't know. I do
Yeah.
like that. So pretty.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like this, I don't do orange very often, but I am liking this. I think this is cute.
excuse me.
I like that little bit of red to ground it.
Yeah, your look
I've
is very pretty.
been all about goopy, glossy lips lately. I don't know who I am because that's not what I usually go for, but I love it.
Excuse me, what is wrong with me? Mm.
Yeah, I love a
Thank
glossy lip.
you.
Or at least a shiny lip. I don't necessarily need a glossy lip, but like putting like a shimmer powder on, I love anything to give it like a little bit
Mhm.
of metallic or shine or shimmer.
Yeah.
I love that. We're about to hit 1 hour and 50 minutes.
Oh, damn, we are
We'll
damn,
have to
where
see
did
if
time go?
so we'll have to see if mine freaks out like it does on your channel when we hit that like almost 2 hours.
Oh my
Hopefully
god.
no echo and all of that.
I like this look.
Yeah, it's cute. I like it.
I like
I
this
like
eye
that.
better though, but at least we got it to look like it's blended over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
I like the liner on the trouble eye. I think that it looks really good. I think that came
The
together.
white,
The trouble eye, the one that you were having trouble with.
the
The
liner, the white liner or down here?
it did the thing.
Am I
Am I
echoing?
echoing?
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god. Are you echoing? I'm not echoing.
I'm
I'm
echoing like I
echoing like I
usually
usually
do.
do. Oh, weird.
And your
And
voice
your
got
voice got
lower.
lower. Ugh.
So you were talking about
So
the
you're talking
white
about the white
eyeliner
eyeliner
or the
or
liner
the liner
underneath?
underneath? The liner on top on the other eye.
Both.
Both.
I use
I use
white for
white for
both.
both. Yeah, yeah, but the other eye where you were having trouble with it, like I like the way that liner looks.
Oh, the
Oh, the
I see what you
let's see
mean.
what you mean.
Maybe it's
Maybe
my
it's my
phone
phone.
because it
Tracy
just
has
went
let you
out
know we'd
again.
like to see you in the office about your behavior at the holiday party.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Um, yeah, it
Yeah,
just
it just
yeah, you
yeah,
went
you
black
went
and then
black
it's
and then it's
fun
fun
and then it
and
said
then
I'm
it said
live
I'm live
again.
again. Yeah.
So maybe
So
it's
maybe
my
it's my I don't there's something about that like 1 hour and 50 minutes. It just seems to like not like us. That's when it's
wow.
wow.
So like I'm
So
the
like I'm
common
the common
denominator.
denominator.
So is it
So is it
me
me
or my
or my
phone?
phone? Well, but I feel like when you do lives by yourself, you've gone to 2 hours and it doesn't do that. So maybe it's me. Am I the drama?
Yeah,
Yeah,
mama's
mama's
buffering,
buffering,
I'm echoing,
echoing,
and your
and
voice
your
is low.
voice is low. Yeah.
That's what
That's
always
what always
happens.
happens.
They hating
They
on us,
hating on us,
Janessa.
Janessa. Yeah. We will not be silenced.
Not at
Not at
all.
all. All right. Well, since we've got everything put on and now we're starting to glitch out, we'll go ahead and wrap up. But thank you everybody for being here. Dion, if you want to do an outro, if you want to do your outro.
No, because I'm
No, because I'm
echoing,
echoing. Because you're echoing.
and that
And that
annoys me.
annoys me.
But
All
this is
right.
the
But
only
this is
one I
the only
haven't
one I
used
haven't
yet,
used yet.
and I am
And I am
excited.
excited. Yeah, that'll be good.
And
All
that's all I'm
right.
gonna
Well,
say
thank
to
you
it.
everybody for stopping by. Thank you for coming to make up Play Day with us. We had such fun. I am loving this look. Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget after this converts to a video, come back and leave a comment down below. While you are down there, don't forget to hit subscribe, and you can head on over to Dion's channel if you haven't already, and subscribe to her as well. And hit that bell icon on both channels so that you'll be notified every time we do an upload. I am going to have one video a week, every week in October, for sure, and hopefully every week, you might even get a bonus video. Ooh, Hung Vanngo-tastic. If you'd like to chat, banter, or commiserate between uploads, all of our social media will be linked down in the description box below, including a link to my website, The World of Champagne at janessajay.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love and appreciate all of you. Thank you, Dion. I love and appreciate you when you always let me onto your lives, and when you now you've come over to my channel, and I love love our collabs. Grace, we're going to be talking about our collab videos coming up. Very exciting. Love and appreciate all of you. And until we see you again, bye. Now I can't find the off button. Did I do that? Okay, end the stream. Yep. Okay, bye.